in comedy, you got to do whatever you can to get a label and a shtick, and that's my shtick. So honestly, it's not too hard to be the funniest pastor in Grand Rapids when you see kind of the body of work that's out there. So none of my pastor friends from Grand Rapids are here, so I'm not making fun of them. People do this. This is interesting. I go to weddings. I do weddings, and I was at a wedding a couple weeks ago, and you know, there's times if you're a pastor, or you lead in a church, like you don't want to talk, like you just leave me alone. You're on an airplane or something, and they'll say, "What do you do?" And maybe the rest of you are more spiritual than I am, and you'll be like, "Well, I'm a pastor, and I would love to share Jesus with you." Like maybe that's you. If I don't want to talk, usually I say I'm a pastor, and that shuts the conversation down because they stop cussing and they stop telling me about their affairs, all that. If I do want to talk, I'll say I'm a comedian. Like they'll say, "What do you do?" And I'll say, "I'm a comedian." And they'll look at you and they'll say, "No, really, no, what do you do?" And I'll say, "Oh, I'm a comedian." And they'll say, "No, you look like you have a job." And I'll be like, "No, I'm a comedian." And then they'll ask questions, and they'll do this every time. People did it to me this week. They'll say, "What do you do?" And all that. And I say, "Oh, I'm a comedian." And they're like, "There's a Flame student that's a comedian other than Wayne. Amazing." And so, like, "You're a comedian. Tell me a joke," they'll say. And I don't like that because there's no other profession on the planet where they do that. Like, you don't meet open heart surgeon. You know, "Oh, you're a heart surgeon. Crack my chest." Like, you don't do that. You don't root out my arteries. You don't do that. So, what I want to do today really is I want to help you. Because everybody needs some good jokes, right? We all need good jokes? Yeah, even Dr. Bentz needs some good jokes. Yeah, even Dr. Bentz. And so, especially Dr. Bentz. Hey, who said that? Make a note of that, Dr. Bentz. That's minus 5 percentage points off the grade. So I'm going to give you some broad categories of jokes, okay? Broad categories of jokes. Some of these come from multiple sources. You can put this in your filing system if you're in preaching class. There's the engaged to be married joke. The engaged to be married joke, which is, you look up the word engaged in the dictionary, and it says to do battle with the enemy. And then you look up the word mother-in-law, and it says see engaged. That's the engaged to be married joke.